The rest of the story. The accuracy of lie detector tests has never been completely decided. Inadmissible as evidence in court, even the proponents of lie detector testing agree that the tests themselves do not always tell the truth. Among the very first lie detectors, coincidentally considered by some to have been the most accurate, was the donkey's tail. In ancient India, criminal suspects were taken into a darkened room, were asked to hold a donkey's tail, were informed that the donkey would bray if a lie were told, and they were then questioned, and it worked. The suspect would be escorted into a darkened room. Only 3 would be present: the accused, the interrogator, and a donkey. The person being questioned was then told that the donkey would bray if the responses were not truthful. And then he was asked to hold the donkey's tail. Well, now, the lie detector business has grown rapidly since then. More and more companies are using polygraph profiles of employees. Banks and stores, warehouses, factories. In fact, some firms are now rejecting job applicants if the applicant refuses to take a lie detector test. That's because shops and distributors are calling it shrinkage when what it is pilferage, goods stolen by employees. The Zahn Corporation, the largest polygraph testing outfit in the world, has provided statistics which indicate that shoplifting by shop workers is at an all-time high and climbing every year. Of course, there is the sometimes inaccuracy of the polygraph itself. Despite the precise multiple measurement of the subject's blood pressure, respiration, and electric conductivity of the skin, these measurements will not vary. These measurements will not vary if the subject actually believes what he says. In other words, if a man really believes that he's Napoleon, a polygraph will prove that he's Napoleon. Well, the forerunners of the modern-day lie detector include a portable unit developed in 1930. As early as 1895, an Italian physiologist invented what's called the hydrosphygmomograph, which simply recorded variation in pulse. And then, of course, there was the galvanometer and the pneumomonograph. But perhaps none of these early devices was as tried and true. None was really as deadly accurate as the donkey's tail. May I run this by you one more time now? In East India, and this is hundreds of years before Christ. In India, when a crime was committed and the suspects apprehended, each suspect was individually submitted to questioning. He was taken into a darkened room, accompanied only by an interrogator and a donkey. He was informed that the donkey would bray if a lie were told, and then he was asked to hold the donkey's tail. What the suspect was not told was that the donkey's tail was covered with black soot. The tail was covered with black soot. So those who feared the donkey's telltale bray in the darkness of the interrogation chamber dared not touch the donkey's tail. They would emerge with clean hands. Guilty. And now you know the rest of the story.